When you're at the airport and you're looking for, sometimes they have these comfortable recliner seats or they have outlets, and you go to your gate and there's a lot of people, these things will be taken. But what you do is go to the next gate or two gates after, like one that's loading, one that's basically boarding, and you'll find empty seats. And you just grab a seat. So Bert, this is video now. So I met my friend Bert. Yep.
Well, nice to meet you, David.
You too.
It was a pleasure. My name is Bert. The Americans say Bert. So, well.
How do you spell it in your language? Is it
B-A-R-T?
Oh boy.
B-E-R-T.
Okay, that's a little bit easier. And Bert speaks like 7 languages.
Well, you're exaggerating. It's 5.
Well, just 5, folks. And let's see, I speak 1.
Now you speak also Spanish, no?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Más o menos.
I can get by in Spain.
More than más. No?
Well, if I'm here long enough, it will be pretty good.
Yeah.
Same thing in China
so. Yes.
with my Mandarin.
Right. Yeah.
So the good thing about Spanish is that it's very similar to English in many ways.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, like, restaurante, hotel. Gee, I wonder what that is in Spanish. Right, you know, and but you go over to China, forget about it. I mean, if you say restaurant, they'll look at you like you have 3 heads.
And the difficulty there is also how they write it.
Chinese actually is quite simple if you're just learning to speak it. Within probably a couple months, you can learn enough to get by.
I have a grandson. He's 13 years old and he's on secondary school. He learns
wonderful.
Mandarin.
Yeah.
Well, Chinese, Mandarin.
Yep.
And also Spanish. And English and French and German.
I'm telling you, this is just my opinion, and people have told me I'm wrong. I think with the way the world is today, because a lot of people think you're going to be able to take your Apple and translate, so you won't need to understand. But me personally, I think if you can speak English, Mandarin, Spanish, German, French, that's pretty much the whole world.
You can travel all the world. Yeah. Well, actually already with English, no? Because a lot of people in the world, they speak English.
Absolutely.
In Holland, more than half of the population, they speak English.
I absolutely agree with that. As America, that's why Americans don't speak languages.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Right, but this is the thing.
You can be lazy.
Well, but if you go to another country and you don't understand what people are saying, to me that's a disadvantage.
I like to learn, and you too, when I'm staying in a country, to learn at least some basic things.
Absolutely. Thank you. Hello.
Generally speaking, they
appreciate it.
When you try some efforts to.
I learned that in France.
Yes.
Because I don't speak French at all, and the first time I ever went to France is I spoke English in the restaurant. They were like throwing the dishes at me.
Yes, well, the French, they say French are not friendly people. They are, but
they're very friendly.
When you are do not have well, if you try to push to put
they're very proud of their country and their Parisians.
They're very chauvinistic.
I met this one girl, and I was walking around and I asked her questions, and she stopped what she was leaving work. She stopped what she was doing, and she took 2 hours and walked me around Paris and showed me the city, and she was laughing because I was so amazed by it all. And it was
but
it was incredible.
It is a bit changing now in France because they are more looking over the borders.
Okay.
And especially young people, they also learn English.
Yep.
And it's also to do with internet and so, because if you go on internet and you find English. You need to speak English.
Yeah.
And all young people do now. And I speak very well French when I'm there. But I have an accent, so they hear, and then they don't speak French to me. They answer me in English.
Well, you're right. I mean, if you have a Chinese guy and a Mexican guy and they're in the United States, they'll speak English.
Yeah.
or if they're anywhere, they'll speak. English is the universal translator right now.
Well,
great.
It's great to have all those experiences in these different countries, no?
Absolutely. It's I can't explain it. It's you know, when I had my nose to the grindstone and I was working all the time, I had no desire to do this, but back when just the last several years,
you have the chance to do it, so you must do. You're still young, and it's better than to wait till you're old and you have
you
a lot of money and you cannot expend it.
Plus, who says there's a guarantee I'll make it to 70, right?
No one knows.
So, and believe me, I have to sacrifice. I mean, there is a price for me to pay for doing this. I mean, fortunately, I don't have anybody relying on me so I can do it. Plus, I'm not home making money right now. You know, I'm relying on that happening on its own. There's nobody there pushing like me.
Well, that's the advantage to be on your own. Well, there are disadvantages too. Well, you know,
I think in the next couple of years, I think that I think the world is going to be changing drastically.
Yes, it is already going on.
And that's why I'm looking for a place outside the United States. I think the U.S. is going to be a very difficult place. If the government does not fall apart, it's going to start needing so much money.
Maybe the next president is Donald Trump. then we're going to know what's happened then.
I would rather have Donald Trump than Hillary Clinton.
Yes, you do?
Hillary Clinton is evil. She's evil.
Yeah?
Oh, I won't get into politics. At least, you know, at least Donald Trump is not a political animal.
Oh no.
And I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. I don't like him. Well, I don't know him.
Well, he's special, you can say.
But he's arrogant.
He is.
He's arrogant, and I don't like arrogant people.
Okay.
If he was a little bit more humble, it would go a long way. But you don't need to keep telling people, you know why I'm so great? You know why I'm so special? Well, who cares?
Who cares?
You know, I mean, we're not interested. You know, if he can come in, I don't think.
Is that?
Oh my God, he's the same as Hillary Clinton.
So that's.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, the United States citizens were not smart enough to elect Ron Paul, who his son's running. So I would probably vote for his son.
Yeah. Well,
so.
Okay, we'll see.
Well,
it was very nice meeting you.
You too.
Like you see, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
And that's I say to you too. And maybe we see each other around somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe. Well, as long as I can get an internet connection, I'll get my email.
Do you have a laptop with you or what?
I have one of those Chromebooks.
What is that?
It's a portable. It's a little computer like this big. It's just used for email, internet connection. And I transfer this over to a remote hard drive. So this is the edge of the Condessa section, and it's the nice thing about having a map is even if it's not a completely accurate map, I can pretty much find my way anywhere with a map. So. I don't remember Condessa. I think they said Condessa is like the hip place now, where a lot of hipsters are going, where you see these cafes like this and coffee bars. It's 5 o'clock, so I'm a little hesitant to go deeper off track. And it's one thing if I'm out near my hotel, but you figure I'm a good hour and a half walk from the hotel right now. Well, screw it. I'm gonna just take a walk here, and because I'm already out here instead of having to come all the way back. So you can see this in the map. I'm right here. My hotel is off the map over here. Now, see? So these are kind of nice little places. Oh, and they have coffee. $25 for a cup, it's $25 for a chai. It's $2, less than $2. I'm tempted to stop just to rest my bones. Then you get ice cream. Okay, now this is Pachua. Okay. I'm gonna go up one more and take a left. Or I could take this all the way to the Spain Park and then cut up that way. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this all the way to the end. This seems like a nice street. Oh, is that a bakery? Maybe I'll grab a sweet. Oh, that'll energize me. Yeah, I've eaten poorly on this. Well, not poorly. One day. We'll get away from this guy. Alright, sign in. Good? The end? Yeah. El mismo. ¿Qué es este?
Quesadilla.
That's a quesadilla? Really? Oh, Estados Unidos, quesadilla, you fold it over with queso y pollo, or, yeah, that, nunca inside?
En aceite.
Oh.
En aceite no.
Okay. Okay. Can I try one? Yo quiero uno? All right.
De ahí de queso, pollo,
Okay.
pollo
Sure.
o de queso.
Queso. Great. Great. Queso is cheese, right?
Sí.
Okay. Sure. Can't go wrong with cheese. Why not? I'm gonna get a drink too. ¿Cómo se llama?
Mambazo.
Pambazo or bombazo?
Mambazo.
Bombazo. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm trying to place it. There's a piece of bread, and it supposedly has pork in it. I don't taste the pork, but there's lettuce and then there's some sort of cheese, and she cooks it in that oil. And it's a it's almost like a crisp bread, and it's a little bit spicy. You can see the red spice, but I'm not a spicy person, so it's not bad. Well, there was another bread and sweet stop right next to the place where I had the bombazo, or whatever the heck that word was. So I will pull them out and I'll show it. I didn't go too decadent, I don't think. Like, they had everything. They had donuts and, yeah. So that's what it looks like. I can't pull it out of the bag. All right, we're at the corner of Juan de la Barrera and Mazatlan. And in the median, there's this wide walkway or bikeway going up to, that goes up to Reform de la Forma, or whatever it's called. And as you can see, they got these cute little restaurants and pubs right here, right on the corners. Women walking their dogs. So this one's nicely laid out with the for Christmas. Hola! Very nice. Muy bonita. Adios. Kind of feels like California a little bit. This is a very nice street because it's quiet, not a lot of traffic, but this is right in the heart of everything, man. This is a nice neighborhood, except for the damn dogs. Mexicans love their dogs. I was reading about it. They put them on the roof, I was reading, because they have such a high rate of kidnaps. Imagine that, people kidnapping dogs. It's crazy. See, I walk on the street, not in the shadows. It's a one-way. Now, I'm a foreigner. I'm a gringo, as I told those two women when, because they were laughing. Because, you know, I don't know what the hell I'm asking for there. So I asked them for their recommendations, and they're laughing and giggling. And I said, hey, I'm just a gringo. And that got a real chuckle from everybody. Because it's true. Oh, I thought this was a one-way. I thought it said one way. What was that saying? Oh, but it's I have walked through probably some of the worst neighborhoods over near the airport, from what people were telling me, and they're run down. But there was only one instance where I was like, don't stay here too long. When I was in that market, about 12 guys, and I mean they looked like pirates, they started encircling me, and that told me it was time to boogie, and I said adios and sayonara. I should be coming to a park here. So the pastries, one was like an eclair. I forget the name for that pastry, but was stuffed with like a cream like in an eclair. Very nice. The other one was a muffin that had some sort of mango sauce inside. And the mango stuff wasn't bad. It was a little too jelly for my taste, but the muffin itself tasted like it was old. So you can see, you know, just like a lot of places in the U.S., I mean, it goes from mixed neighborhoods. You can tell by the cars. You can hear the music. All right, signing off. Oh, this is nice architecture. More dogs. Very nice. Rococo. Yeah, chocolate, as you know, oh well, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure chocolate came from this area. As far as goes back a long way. Cocoa. It's in a lot of their foods, and bus driving without its lights. Got these all over town. Okay, now I'm going to get a bearing on the map here before I start moving. Those stairs on the top floors outside there, those are pretty cool. Going up to the roof. So this is still part of Condessa, on the edge going into Roma. This park borders Roma and Condessa. This park is called Parque España, Spain Park. Juice bar, organics. Yeah, I was reading that there's a lot of health conscious people living down here now. The younger people. That's why you see a lot of the GNCs in these vitamin stores and health places. A lot of gyms as well. Some sort of barbershop, I think. Yep, this is the barber thing. Alright, I'm going to sign off here. I think I'm going to be intersecting at this one on the left. I'm looking for Oaxaca. So I'm going to cross over. Well, let me go up to this intersection. It looks interesting. Got a little confusing at this intersection here. And I was able to look on the side of the building and confirm this is Oaxaca. So we will walk this way. This looks like a nice little bar here, Marisqueria and Cerveceria. So I know that's beer, Birreria, and Marisqueria. So looks like a bar. Club of Gourmet Club. So it's like where you buy your wine and your cheese, minerals. See what? Yeah, this is those people who want to stay healthy. Oh, look at that dude! Wow. Euro cigars, so if you like cigars, I'm not a cigar smoker myself. I'm not a smoker either. It's like licking an ashtray. Mail place.